Hey everybody, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil here for another toy of the day. And you can check out a full gallery of these two figures up on CastorsCorner.com. You can see CastorsCorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. You can check out the Cornercast podcast up every Monday night. We will return. I needed a couple weeks off. We still miss our little buddy. And so we'll get back to recording soon. And you can get one of our shirts if you really like it. So what do we got here for you today? Well, Mcfarlane is cranking out, the multiverse figures. Like it's just a consistent flow. I think one of the things that's positive about the line, I mean, there's some drawbacks over the line, but there are some positives. They're not coming out in these giant, listen, Hasbro, Marvel Legends, I love you. You're my number one line. I collect everything. I'm all in. But in the next, between last week and this week, total of 4 waves, 7 in each wave. That's 28 figures, plus a few deluxes, plus a few retros. That's a lot. It's hundreds of dollars. It's like $1,000 almost. Whereas with the Multiverse line, you get like 2 or 3 figures at a time, maybe, and you can pick and choose. It doesn't feel like you're all in, just because if you're not building the build of figures or connect and collect or whatever they're calling it, build a toy, build a Bane, build a whatever. When you're not buying all of them, you have a little bit of an advantage there. So the newest set has come out here with Dawnbreaker, which we already had. So I did a review of him a while ago, and there really is no update here to the figure itself. He comes with the bats again. So this is Earth 32 Batman. You get the card with the details all about him on there. And, he's got this wraparound arm bat projection here. Same limitations as the first one, because there is no difference here. So, I mean, it looks cool, right, when he's holding it. It kind of wraps around him and has tentacles and stuff that kind of come back around his arm. Still has a little bit of a weak ankle problem, kind of, if you try to, stand him, and you'll see why in a second. So there's not a lot of texture there to keep it from moving. And it's a cool design, but with all the tubing here, it does restrict his movement to a degree. But again, I thought this was one of the cooler, Dark Universe Batman figures that they've done. I definitely was in for it the first time, and I just wish they had done something a little bit different. Different head sculpt, a different set of projections. Just something to set him apart from the single pack. I think that's my biggest complaint here, is that so he's part of a 2-pack, and this time there's nothing new about it. I mean, at least the Superman Doomsday or Destroyer box set had some differences. This is just a straight re-release of the first one. So you get that, you get a stand, you get the card, same old things. You do get this display base. Has 2 peg holes, so you can put both lanterns on here. We're going to get to the second lantern, the whole reason I bought this set. And here's why I'm saying his ankles are very weak, because he just, after a while, he cannot stay standing on either ankle. He kind of just starts to lean and falls off. So that's my biggest criticism. Better pegs, better clips. What would have been really cool, and I mean, I'm sure that's the problem. I don't think I have one of the stands. We might have one way back in the back. So these DC stands that came with the Multiverse line, they slide in. And so it would have been really cool if they had put a slide into this, just a little straight cut there, so you can slide this in there, and it would allow them to kind of float above it. And I think that would have been really cool. It's got some chains and tentacles here octopus kind of looking thing. And the other side is a rocket because it's connected to the other Green Lantern in the set. We get Hal Jordan. I really fell in love with the character of Hal Jordan with the Superpowers line. Never heard of him before that. I mean, I guess I did hear of him in the DC Superheroes Challenge of the Super Friends and all that stuff. But he never really stood out to me in that show. I didn't really like him. It really wasn't until I got the Superpowers figure. The design, the clean look of him, the ring on his hand, the lantern that he held. It was just all what I don't know. I have always had a soft spot for this character and Green Lanterns in general. Kyle Rayner, Hal Jordan's great, but Kyle Rayner is my favorite. Love John Stewart on Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Glad they made that change and it wasn't Hal. I think John added more dimension to the core. And so you get Hal Jordan. Now, Hal comes with a few extra constructs. So you get a jetpack here. Translucent green jetpack pegs right in there. Fits right into his back. So it looks kind of cool. He can look sort of up. Doesn't look completely up, but he can look sort of up. So you can't have him flying along. He comes with a boxing glove, which is also a cool construct that fits on his hand. It's made for his right hand, which it has the ring on it. Now here is 2 drawbacks with Hal. He also has the same weak ankles. So standing on that display stand just does not work well for Hal. Here is the other problem with my Hal Jordan. How did I do this the other day? Okay, here we go. So he does this. This arm has absolutely no ability to hold weight. So I cannot pose him with the arm up because inevitably, if it's not in the exact right position, it just falls down. There's no texture to the joint unless it's straight up and down. If it's a little bit give here, it will eventually just start to kind of dip with this hand on there. The other arm is solid, no problems there. But this arm just there's something loose in there that just doesn't give it any kind of grab. And I tried repositioning it and moving it in different places. It's just that ball joint that just has no texture to it. So I might return it if I see one in store. I might pick up a new one and try to get a better version of him. So you get those 2 constructs. You get the construct base here for the 2 of them. Really just kind of translucent plastic. There's not much to it. Just kind of stands just like the Flash base. At least there's more details. At least it's not just rocks like the Flash base. At least it's got the rocket and the octopus and the chains and everything. So it looks a little bit cooler. And you can probably put some lights underneath it and shine them up and really give it a good look for it. But again, he has issues just standing. And this peg for him is pretty small. It doesn't stand out from the base enough to really give you enough to hold on to. So, and he just falls right over. You can get him, but it just kind of flops. So, am I thrilled to have Hal Jordan or a classic-esque looking Hal Jordan to go with my Barry Allen? Yeah, thrilled to have him. Is he a perfect figure? No. And I have a lot of different Hal Jordan figures. I don't know where I would rank him. I definitely rank him costume-wise above the Mezco one. This is definitely more comic accurate. Looks a lot better, but he is not without his issues. And no lantern. This is the second time we've gotten a Green Lantern with no lantern. And so he's got the hand to hold it. He's got the ring to charge, but he does not come with a lantern. And I know everybody's going to say, Mattel has given us dozens of lanterns. And I can go downstairs and pick up a lantern for him. But, if you're going to sell a character called the Green Lantern, give him a lantern. We got arrows with Green Arrow, right? We got batarangs with Batman. Wonder Woman has her lasso and sword. I can go on and on. Green Lantern without his lantern is a shame. But I like it. I think the head sculpt is gorgeous. The head sculpt is absolutely gorgeous. I like this head sculpt a lot better than the NECA one. But the NECA one has some, there's comparisons there. But the constructs are great. Costume looks really good. Articulation is good. I just wish the joints were a little tighter. So these are shipping from Amazon now. I'm sure our friend Mike at Mike's Toys and Stuff will be carrying these as well. And wherever you get your figures. So go out, get the Dawnbreaker and Hal Jordan Green Lantern set 2-pack. I think Hal might be coming out as a single pack, and that might be my opportunity to get another one, maybe some different constructs or something different. But I think he's going to look really great with John Stewart. Thank you guys for watching. Check out a full gallery of these two up on castorscorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. You can check out the Cornercast podcast, catch up on old episodes while we're getting ready to do some new ones. And yeah, that's about it. And so subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all our new subscribers. We appreciate everybody that watches all our episodes. Really big thanks to all of you. And the more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and we get to share them with you. And my new little ending is, we miss you, little buddy, and you'll always be with us. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another Toy of the Day. Have a good night, everybody.